Alright, welcome to another day of Ether Raids. We're taking on... I don't know how to say that. But yeah, we're gonna go in with Black Knight yet again. I really should make at least 2 more teams because, yeah, the tanking has not been going well. Or at least, it's still early days, but I feel like I'm probably gonna run into some more difficulties further down the line. Probably someone with warp denial would be helpful. But I'm honestly, like, my brain is dead currently, so I can't even, like, think straight. But for today, we got a pretty straightforward match. Just gotta stick Black Knight somewhere in the front here and wait on the enemies to attack. No other strategy really, since none of my range units can really get through BK. On enemy defense, I don't have anything set up for that, so we probably would have looked to try to melee Gale Force this, but I don't want to. I kind of just want to use Black Knight and tank stuff, so that's the plan. Let's see what we can do here. 2 initial points to get in. Both of them are on traps, so I gotta play this a little bit carefully. The range of the enemy team is pretty far, but not all the way to the back line, so I will have space to be able to maneuver at the very least. Worst case, I can even wait a turn just to ensure that I get everyone properly into position. But yeah, currently I'm trying to think through the trap placements and where it is set up. There's 2 options, one of which would require for me to break the ice, and I'm actually trying to think of how to do that because that's a safer option, whereas the alternative is to go on the bolt trap. That would be a gamble. So I'm just trying to think this through, because I don't want to make a mistake that could potentially cost me the match, even though I could probably like just reposition out.
I will try.
Worst case scenario, I think I'm probably gonna have to step on the trap here since I can't find a way. Okay, great. I couldn't find a way to break the ice and then also get away within 1 turn, so that was a gamble. The trap is fake, which means we can go on this turn. If I had tried the other trap or try to break the ice, it would have meant that I would have had to wait 1 turn and then also potentially get stuck there. And then also the positioning was kind of awkward with Celica potentially being able to warp down, so that's a lot to consider. This is really the safer approach here. And also, I don't really have a plan, because I remember last time Felix didn't die, so I don't think Black Knight is really the best strategy for like Celica Ring Felix setups, because unless I'm going to get the Brave hits, I really would need the Brave hits to get off to take out Felix. And also the Hush Spectrum is back again on Brave Female Robin, which means Black BK isn't really going to get his special off. So a lot of things working against me, but let's hope I got enough support here to allow Black Knight to do the damage needed to take out these units. Yeah, we're gonna see the carnage. So the downside here is this is a waste, because the Brave hit goes off on the first combat here, and it's not against one of the heavy hitters, Felix or Sigurd. I would have preferred Felix to attack first, but we got Athos here, who is off-season for whatever reason, and we're just going to take him out. But it leaves us in a bad position for the other 2 that are going to come. We've already seen this matchup against Robin, and we do know that BK wins it with, I think it's reflective damage. That's put it in the majority of the work here. And, yeah, that's basically what we're going to do. We're just going to wait to see what happens once Felix comes up. It could potentially be bad once Felix pops in. We get Sigurd now. We win this straight up. This matchup is actually pretty insane. Sigurd has actually fallen from the top because, man, BK is taking 0 damage whatsoever. Even when the AoE hits, BK can still survive. Here we go. Now, the problem with this Felix matchup is that without the Erica ring, I can't get that extra hit in, which is bizarre. I think I need to give... Oh, nice. Alright, I think I need to give some type of guaranteed follow-up to Black Knight. Because Felix doesn't have no follow-up, so if BK had guaranteed follow-up, he would more than likely win that particular matchup. So that means I'd have to give him either one of the fighters, special fighters, or vengeful. Which one of the seals do we have? Wily. Those are the options. So I might make a different team or adjust this team. I don't know, just so that he can get that guaranteed fall, because he really needs that to ensure victory in that matchup where he's not getting the Erica ring support or winning the speed check, which he does. Well, also Sedith. I should probably caveat that. Yeah, he wins some speed checks with Sedith support, which is very interesting. Now, I have begun to pull on the summer banner. Granted, I don't need any of the units on there. I don't need any of them, but I was going through Tempest Trials and I forgot that I needed a bonus unit to score optimally, and I don't want to use Fagato. So it makes sense to just try and get Celica, especially since she's a harmonic. It just makes sense to try and get her for Tempest Trials. I've gotten Paula so far. My god, the Paula's art, whew, it's so good. Very, very good. The color palettes, the green, it's really, really well done, that art. But in any case, I've gotten Paula so far, and a couple of off focuses, 2 of them to be specific, not really anything crazy. But yeah, hopefully I can get Paula, Celica at Spark, and I kind of want to hopefully get Nino as well, just to have some fun with that. But again, I don't actually need any of the units on that banner, and it's kind of a waste of orbs. Granted that we are 20th, a couple days away from seeing what the legendary trailer will have, and yeah, that's really what it boils down to. I think I should be able to gather at least 40 orbs to, you know, maybe get lucky on the legendary banner. You know what's also crazy? I haven't even bought any of the packs, which I normally buy, the Forma Soul pack and the Binding Worlds pack, because there's just literally no value in them, which is unfortunate. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to. And it's kind of, I'm just watching the counter count down on them, and I just don't feel any motivation to buy them. And I haven't really felt that way before, but I don't know, man. Here we go, BK versus BK. This is really stupid. Look at this, man. Really, really stupid, but not a lot of options in terms of being able to beat this guy, which is why I sparked him, because I needed the help in Arena. GG's. See you in the next one. Welcome to another day of Ether Raids. We're taking on Jacobin today. Jacobin? I don't know. And we're going to go with the Melee Gale Force team. This is a pretty straightforward match. Hopefully I don't mess it up. Basically, we're just going to go in with the melee units. We're going to hit people in the face, and then we're going to run away for a turn and see what the opponent does. Primarily, our targets are Lyn, Edelgard, and let's get rid of the new Norn as well, just because I'm a bit concerned about letting her activate all of her effects. But yeah, once we get rid of those units, we should be good. I'm gonna believe in Hearthvelger. I'm gonna just believe in her. She's gonna definitely be able to take out Black Knight at some point or another. Hopefully we get him alone, because he is a lot less powerful alone, but still very powerful. I mean, make of that what you will. And yeah, we're gonna clear the rest of the map with that strategy. We have the Do here. I mean, we could attempt to try to clear this on one turn, depending on how I would have set it up, but really it would have meant that we would have needed to take out Embla, and I don't think Embla is my target for this turn. We could have done something cool just to see if the Do could survive everyone, but I don't, not very optimistic. So we're gonna go with this play and get rid of the most problematic units. Gotta map out my escape route and then take it from there. It's a relatively easy team to use, this one. I would, if you have these units, I would highly recommend. The only real change here is I gave Camilla Gale Force, and yeah, the majority of this is base kit. I guess Hearthvelger does have Potent. It helps quite a bit. And Celica Ring would be the other obvious addition to the team. So those are the things that you really need to make this work. But that aside, I'm sure you could figure it out. Is there anyone that doesn't have... I'm new players, but then are there really any new players joining this game? Like, really, at this stage of the game? Imagine a new player coming into the game and running into Black Knight in Arena, like, every single time. In tier, 10, running into Black Knight. What do you do? Like, honestly, what do you do? Running into Black Knight every single time. It would be so frustrating. I can't imagine someone joining the game this late in and having a good time. It's definitely this is definitely a hardcore game at this point. I don't see this as I don't see how you would market this as a casual game. This is definitely people who know Fire Emblem, know what it's about, and are just looking for something to scratch that itch, because man, this is a challenging game if you want to do well at the very least. Speaking of challenges, Summoner Duels is this weekend, and I knew it was coming, but I have nothing at all prepared. Like, absolutely nothing. I don't even know if I'm going to play, if it's even worth my time, because, well, I mean, the rewards are nice, and also it's kind of fun. But I mean, honestly, it would take me so long, and I do need to. I haven't been keeping up with the reward system for each couple of weeks, so I do have some rewards that are there that I need to pick up, so it's probably the best opportunity to do so. A lot of incentives to play Summoner Duels this weekend, I just don't want to. I had other ideas for my weekend. I was just going to kick back and chill and watch some anime that I've been missing out on, primarily Apothecary Diaries, which I have not watched any of season 2, so I'm going to go ahead. I wanted to do that, but I don't know, things might change. Let's see what happens. Today's the 20th. 23rd is when my service expires. It's the 23rd. Monday. I think I can make it work. Okay. Alright, so yeah, the plan is in action. We're just going to move about here, just trying to get back just a little bit out of range. Having Kanto is just such a breathtaking effect, man. No, not breathtaking, a relief. What's the word? It's a big relief having Kanto, just to be able to get out of potentially troublesome situations. This would be a lot more challenging without it. But in any case,
what now?
Yeah, Summoner Duels, Black Knight is bonus, so you can definitely expect that to be like, well, I don't even think he's an automatic ban. I think he's someone that you can play around. Automatic bans are still Camilla and Erica. I think those would be the ones that I would target. Black Knight, I think you can build a team to kind of take care of him. I don't know what the meta is currently. I haven't been practicing. I have no idea what's going on. I don't even know what map is up, or the captain skills for that matter. So, there's a lot of things that are probably going on that I'm unaware of, but I think you could take him out if you were to leave him for last or something, or play around him. I think it's possible. If he's the far save, then look at your melee options. That's the thing in SD. There's always a way in. So yeah, it just depends on what the map layout is, and I would have to check to see what's going on there. And also, we got the new Nino, so unless the opponent has some type of cleansing, Nino, Layla, Embla is still an option, although difficult in SD. There's a way to inflict undefended and pick off whatever unit you want to pick off, which is the reason that I'm actually, that's not the part. I think I mentioned it before. I'm summoning on the summer banner because I forgot that I needed the summer units for pawns for Tempest Trials. I needed one of them, and I got Paula, but I kind of want to just go all the way to Spark and pick up the Celica as well. The 3 range. I was watching Rocket Gal's video, and the 3 range, the fact that she can sweep, essentially, 3 range, whatever, it's a sweep effect. The fact that she has that is very interesting, and I'm trying to think of ways to incorporate that into, Ather raids, stuff like that, just to see how it can potentially play out. So I think she's interesting, and just watching this, the showcase that Rocket Gal did, the damage output was kind of, but it wasn't the worst in the world. It wasn't as bad as it could be. So
Nerve-wracking.
I don't know. I think there's some potential there with some support. You could probably get some work in. From the looks of it, anything with a Brave effect pretty much takes her out. So, which I mean is typical of most of the Solicos that I've used so far. But I think there's something there. I might be coming around just a little bit on her.
Say the word.
Still think she's not the greatest, but I feel like, you know, there's something there, and I might give it a try. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna spark. Unless I get her before the spark, then I don't know. Hopefully a Nino as well, because I kind of a mage that can swap seems kind of interesting after combat.
Right.
Plus the undefended could have been Jafar, but Jafar is probably a dagger. But then
What
also you
now?
could have just made it a dagger unit.
Name a target.
So many, you know, ifs and buts. But yeah, we're pretty much done with this match.
I can
All that's
do
left
it.
is to figure out how to take out PK.
Say the word.
And you know, once we do that, we are out of here. Luckily, he doesn't have the Celica ring, so he's not warping in her face. Let's dance Hearthfelger here. See, damage
At your
check.
command.
There we go. There we go. Take it. You take it. We get out of here. Ooh. Let's do it with the do instead.
Name a target.
I think the do might be. Yeah, let's do it with
I
the
will
do instead. I
try.
think that might be the fun
What
option.
now?
But yeah, man. I don't know. I think I got one more match I didn't play yesterday because I was so distracted with top heroes. The guild system is very fun. It's a very fun system. GG's, man. See you in the next one.